Hello, collective and chosen ones. Welcome to my channel. Thank you all for tuning in and supporting this channel with your comments and likes. And if you're a regular viewer, welcome back. If this is the first time, welcome. So this channel is all about tuning in to create and building up an energy that is of high frequency. It's not gender specific, and mostly I talk about how to raise your frequency rather than raising topics about how negative things can be. So today is a special topic which is all about the intuition and how to use it. And I will give you some examples of how that's really pulled me through and how I used it even as recent as last night. And I often use my creativity to harness and, induce a lot of the intuition even further. Very much I use my creativity, and I'm always a very visual person, and I also go through my emotions and feel my way through. So in the last 2 days, I've come across lots and lots of challenges. Honestly, it's so much that it was starting to weigh me down even last night. So I've had a full day of work that I needed to do. And I do on the side investments and a bit of trading as well. So here's my story on how I used intuition last night to pull me through. If I hadn't used that, I would have lost quite a lot of money because the market was down. And it was lots of signs were showing me, pointing out that things were not looking good. As much as I wanted to just put quite a bit of money in it. So what happened was that I was going through some of the investments, and I was going to pump in some more money. And as I was looking at the charts, I started to not feel so good. So I used my emotions to get me through, and I used my hunches, and I wasn't feeling very well. I wanted to pull out some of these oracle sticks to just point out to you that I pretty much use every senses on how I feel. So something came up, physical symptoms. So I was feeling awful in my stomach. Every single investment or company that I was looking at, an asset, was turning against me and to the downside. So I decided to pull out. I was going to just put in quite a bit of money. And every single asset, I looked at 4 assets, and then Spirit was, keep giving me information, say, slow down. Don't engage in this. And here I am getting really frustrated and impatient. And I was getting more and more tired and drained out. And so Spirit was giving me signs to not go ahead with this. And sometimes when you're in this state where you're tired and you're looking for answers and getting impatient, Spirit may not be able to get through. But something was telling me to stop this. And so what I did was I pulled out of everything. I just logged out of the computer, and I just spent some time on my own, and I had an early night. Something was telling me, let this go. So your intuition is the key, and it was on point. Something was telling me, just trust that. You have to trust it. I know you don't feel good, but trust it. It's your life hack. I'm pulling out all my popsicle sticks on anything to do with intuition. So I was seeing visions and hearing voices. Signs telling me, don't go ahead with this. Just trust this. Trust the process. The charts are not looking good on the upside. And I was feeling very highly intuitive. I know sometimes when things don't go my way, but the intuition is so strong, I have to trust it. So I was highly intuitive, and so are you. And that's why I'm channeling this through to you. And practice the best mind game ever. This was all in my mind last night, and the intuition was coming out very strongly. So what you're doing is essentially mastering the game of life. What is very important to you? There are many signs to point out that not to go ahead with a certain direction. You have to trust that process. If you don't trust that, you don't trust yourself. Cards show that each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. So I listen to everything that's needed inside, and everything was pointing out to say, hey, have a great night, call it a night, and just let this go. And that's what I did. Because my intuition was pointing out to somewhere else and not what I wanted to do to continue with the trading. I allowed things to come through, and it's about the radical acceptance, saying yes to reality, and in any given moment, what's needed can come next. So I allowed everything to come through, asking the divine to give me some help. I was really at a loss last night, but all of a sudden, I just said, let's just call it quits for tonight. You've had a long day. Let this go and stop being controlling. So I let the divine pull me through with the divine source. And here it says, help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right action will come. You are my source for all. And that's exactly what I did. You're rising above the fray. This is my third eye card, and somebody that is highly intuitive, astute, and looking out 360 degrees, everything that's coming your way. Getting ready to take the next action. You always have opportunity coming your way. But these eyes are here for you to look out and see what is the best for you with the best intention. Always invite help, which is what I did last night. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready. God, pursue me. You're straddling between realms. So, because of that, you're between two realms, the 3D, which is very dense, and the 5D. So at the 5D, you can move in and out very, very easily and without any problems and no trouble. The energy is quite high, but as soon as you come back down to the 3D world, there's issues and problems. But use this as an opportunity to navigate yourself in, out, but as soon as you're back into the 3D world, you need to use the 5D energy to navigate you back and forth. Sometimes you'll be tired. So I've read in so many weeks of reading it's an empty well at times, and it's time to replenish. So rest and rejuvenate. I can't stress that enough. So for me, this is an everyday event. I have to replenish, like a car that has to replenish the fuel. But good fuel, like good quality. It's time to be the observer. If you're feeling overwhelmed, take small steps, or even just don't take anything further until further notice. You're constantly receiving messages from spirit and angels. Be open to receive them. It's quite common that you often face challenges. That's what you're here for, collective and chosen ones. You're here to really pave the way and learn these lessons. Now, I just want to finish up with that, but this whole reading today is specifically culling out and focusing on intuition. And if you're ever in doubt, which is what happened last night, I just completely pulled out. And it's the best thing I've ever done, because the market turned downwards rapidly. And some of the assets I would have lost at least 10 to 15%, which is quite a lot. So I did the right thing and I woke up feeling fantastic. But today, like the rest of the day, was quite still busy, which is full of challenges, but I pulled through. And so now on to the next level. So I hope this helps, and I'm sending you lots of love and blessings. And thank you for watching and taking your time to view this post. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.